After a first Atlas adjustment, many patients have questions about what they should or shouldn't do to help hold their correction. I'm Dr. Christy Flick.
And I'm Dr. Jennifer Taylor.
And we're with HealthWorks, a family wellness center in Plano, Texas.
So after your first alignment, we want to make sure that you hold that alignment for as long as possible. So at the beginning, when you get your first adjustment, we give you this wonderful booklet here. And the last 2 pages are the most important pages of all to read before the end of the day, on that day of your first adjustment. But you'll see one that says do's and don'ts. Very important. We want to give you the greatest opportunity to hold that alignment for as long as possible.
So let's go through some of the do's and don'ts. So in the do column is to watch your posture. So no slumping.
Slouching.
Keep a straight back when lifting, bend your knees, and hold objects close to you. This is a good idea to do all of the time. It protects not just your low back, but your whole spine. Take walks every other day and swing your arms for about 20 minutes. This is another good activity to do all the time. The swinging of the arms has specific purpose. It helps to generate your lymphatic flow. It's a great routine to have for your body long term. Do gentle stretching exercises. So in the beginning, when you've had your first Atlas adjustment, whatever stretching that you're used to or that might occur to you is fine. But in the future, we'll give you some specific spinal exercises that will take care of that. You do want to avoid any excessive stretching on your neck or head.
Yeah, especially like bending like this and trying to pull your head side to side. Those are the ones that we say, not right now.
And then directly after your first Atlas adjustment, if you have the opportunity to lie down for about 30 minutes, it gives your body, your nervous system, a chance to adapt to the changes that we've just made. When you are driving, you want to turn at the waist instead of the neck. So to check your blind spot, instead of doing this, you're going to do this. And then last but not least, drink plenty of water. And you'll want to observe that for about 2 weeks, except for the ones that are just good to do long term.
All right, now we're going to get to the don'ts. Okay, the first one is going to make everybody happy. I like to point this one out first. No vacuuming and mopping, cutting grass, or doing any overhead work like painting or electrical work. So you have a get out of doing housework card for the first couple of weeks.
Congratulations.
Exactly. Come on in and get our Atlas adjusted. All right, so you don't want to look upwards for long periods of time. That's why we don't want you to do anything above your head, above ceiling, because we really want to give that Atlas an opportunity to hold. Twisting or turning of the head suddenly. You don't want to have any quick turns or anything like that. Holding the phone with your shoulder. Now, it becomes a little bit more difficult with our iPhones and everything because that's really difficult to do, but try not to do that. If you have a headset at work, that would be the greatest thing for you to do. We don't want you sitting for long periods of time at a computer. I mean, really 20, 30 minutes tops, and you want to get around and work, walk around. And that's good all the time, just like the other suggestions that we've already made. We don't want you to lie on the couch with your head propped up. So you're like this, and that's further perpetuating that probably forward head posture we've already mentioned to you during your report. Strenuous exercise or impact kind of sports. So obviously we don't want any trauma to your neck any more than there already is. We want to make sure this alignment stays. So anything that's more like a pounding pressure, like running or on the trampoline or rugby, I don't know. So we probably don't want to do that after your Atlas alignment. Sleeping on your stomach. Okay, so this is one long term. All right, so just think of it this way. What if you walked around for 7 to 9 hours like this, all day long? 7 to 9 hours. That's how long you're supposed to be sleeping. So for that long time, your head is turned one way. Do you think that could have maybe contributed to what's going on with your neck? All right. Sleeping on the couch. You've kind of already mentioned that, head propped up on the couch. Also, we don't want you to have any dental work done within the first 2 weeks or so of getting your first Atlas alignment. That's probably a big one because they have your mouth open for so long, and that can actually mess with the Atlas as well. So if you can reschedule those, that would be great. And have your hair washed at a beauty salon. If you need to get your hair cut, why don't you just wash it at home and go in with your hair wet. That way you don't have to have your head put back if you can't, reschedule that appointment. I know how hard those appointments are to get right now. So that right there is the do's and don'ts. I mean, they're pretty straightforward. A lot of things we want you to continue, and some just for after the Atlas alignment.
Yeah, some short term and some long term, but they're designed to set you up for success in holding your Atlas long term.